Technical drawing depends upon accuracy, consistency, and correct procedure. Before beginning geometrical construction, the student must understand the instruments that make precision possible. Each instrument has a distinct purpose, and each must be handled correctly. In this lesson, we shall identify these instruments, examine their important features, and demonstrate how they are used in practical technical drawing. Here is the complete set of instruments used in manual technical drawing. Each is arranged and clearly labeled. The drawing board and paper, the T-square and aim ruler, the set squares, the compass and dividers, the protractor, the pencils, the sharpener, the eraser, and the French curves. We begin with the drawing board. It provides a flat, rigid, and stable surface on which technical drawings are prepared. Its working edge must be straight because it guides the head of the T-square. Any defect in the board or its working edge can introduce errors throughout the drawing. The board must be large enough to accommodate the selected sheet. For school use, an A2 board of approximately 420 by 594 mm is recommended. The head of the T-square remains in contact with the working edge at all times. A warped board bends the lines drawn upon it. Such a board can no longer be trusted for accurate work. Next, the drawing paper. Technical drawings are prepared on standard paper sizes. Standardization allows drawings to be reproduced, filed, exchanged, and interpreted consistently. The A series begins with A0, measuring 841 by 1,189 mm. Each following size is exactly half the previous one: a 1, a 2, a 3, and A4. For this course, we shall use an A2 sheet, measuring 420 mm by 594 mm. This is the drafting tape, a low-tack adhesive tape used to secure the drawing sheet to the board. It prevents movement during construction and can normally be removed without tearing or staining the paper. 4 short pieces are applied across the corners of the sheet. The tape must never intrude into the working area of the drawing. Tape extending into the drawing area, a corner left unsecured, or ordinary high-tack packaging tape must all be avoided. We now turn to the T-square. It consists of a long blade fixed at a right angle to a shorter head, also called the stock. The blade carries the working edge, and the head remains in firm contact with the working edge of the drawing board. This constant contact allows the blade to guide true horizontal lines across the sheet. With the head pressed against the board edge, the pencil rests on the working edge of the blade, and a true horizontal line is drawn from left to right. The T-square also supports the set squares. While the T-square remains fixed, the set square slides along the blade, and vertical or inclined lines are drawn against its edges. The head must never be lifted away from the board edge. If the contact is lost, the blade turns, and every line drawn against it is wrong. This is the aim ruler. It carries fine millimeter graduations along its straight working edge, grouped under centimeter numbers. Every measurement begins from the 0 mark. The aim ruler is used for measuring distances, marking dimensions, and supporting instruments during certain constructions. Measuring from the 0 mark, distances of 25, 50, 75 and 100 mm are located, and each is recorded with a short, precise tick. When a graduation is read, the eye must be directly above it. Viewed from the side, parallax shifts the reading, and the recorded measurement is wrong. This is the 30-60 set square, a right-angled triangle containing angles of exactly 30, 60, and 90 degrees. Used together with the T-square or the aim ruler, it constructs inclined lines at 30 and 60 degrees, perpendiculars, and families of parallel lines. Resting on the T-square, the set square gives a line at 30 degrees, a line at 60 degrees, and against its vertical edge, a true line at 90 degrees. We shall now use the aim ruler and the 30-60 set square together to divide a line into 5 equal parts. A principal line, AB, is drawn. From A, an auxiliary line is drawn at a convenient angle, and 5 equal divisions are stepped along it with the aim ruler. The final division, 5, is joined to the end of the line, B. This becomes the guideline. The long working edge of the set square is placed exactly along the guideline, and the aim ruler is brought firmly against its short edge. From this moment, the ruler does not move. The set square now slides along the stationary ruler without rotating. At each division, 4, 3, 2, 1, it pauses and a parallel line is drawn back to the principal line. Because the parallel lines intersect the principal line proportionally, AB is divided into 5 exactly equal parts. This is the 45 set square, an isosceles right triangle with 2 angles of 45 degrees and 1 right angle. On the T-square, it draws 45-degree lines, ascending and descending, as well as vertical lines and short transfer lines used in orthographic projection. If the set square drifts away from the blade, its angles are no longer true, and the vertical leans. We now consider the drawing compass. It has an upper handle and a circular head. 2 metal legs are joined by a central adjustment screw. One leg ends in a hardened needle point, while the other carries the drawing lead. The drawing compass is used to construct circles and arcs. The distance between the needle point and the lead determines the radius. The needle is set at the center. The compass is opened to the required radius, and the arc follows the pencil as the compass is turned. The needle must not be pressed too hard, and the radius must never change while the arc is being drawn. These are the dividers. 2 hardened pointed legs are joined at a hinge with an adjustment mechanism to control the opening. Dividers are used to transfer measurements, compare distances, step off equal intervals, and mark positions. A distance of 40 mm is taken from one line, transferred, and then stepped repeatedly along a baseline, leaving a light mark at every interval. The compass carries 1 needle point and 1 drawing lead, and draws circles and arcs. The dividers carry 2 metal points and transfer and compare distances. This is the protractor. Its baseline carries a center mark. Angles are read on 2 scales, an outer scale and an inner scale, from 0 to 180 degrees, with 90 degrees at the top. The protractor is used to construct angles and to check the accuracy of angles that have already been drawn. To construct an angle, a ray AB is drawn. The protractor's center is placed exactly at A, with its baseline along the ray, and 44 degrees is marked from the 0 of the correct scale. The protractor is removed, and a ray is drawn from A through the mark. The angle FAB measures exactly 44 degrees. To check an angle already constructed, the protractor returns to the vertex, the center at A, the baseline along AB. The reading confirms 44 degrees. The center must never be displaced from the vertex, and the reading must always be taken from the scale whose 0 lies on the baseline. These are the technical drawing pencils. The letter H indicates a harder lead and a lighter line. The letter B indicates a softer lead and a darker line. 4H is very hard and light. 2H gives a hard construction line. H gives a light, precise line. HB is the medium grade, used for lettering. B is softer and darker, and 2B gives a dark line for emphasis. For fine construction work, 4H or 2H is preferred. For outlines and lettering, HB may be used. Practice varies with the paper, the pressure, and the standard being followed. The pencil may be sharpened to a long conical point or prepared with a chisel-shaped edge. The narrow edge of the chisel gives a fine line, and the broader face gives a wider line. This is the sharpener. It maintains a clean and accurate pencil point. A blunt or broken point reduces precision and produces inconsistent line thickness. The pencil is sharpened and the point examined. A clean, sharp cone meets the paper at a single, precise contact, and the line it draws is crisp and constant. This is the eraser. A soft, clean eraser removes unwanted construction lines without damaging the surface of the paper. Once the outline is complete and checked, the thin construction lines are removed. The bold final lines remain untouched. Aggressive rubbing or a dirty eraser damages the paper and smears the drawing. Erase only when the geometry has been checked. These are the French curves, templates containing many gradually changing curvatures. They draw smooth, irregular curves that cannot conveniently be produced with a compass. The user selects only the portion of the template's edge whose curvature matches the points of the drawing. A smooth curve is required through the plotted points A to K. The point construction is completed before the French curve enters. The template is adjusted, sliding and rotating, until one edge passes smoothly through the first 3 points and the line is traced through A, B, and C. The next position must overlap the previous section. B, C, and D are matched, and the curve continues without any change in direction. Group by group, CDE, DEF, EFG, the curve advances through the crown, always overlapping the section before. FGH, and finally GHK, and the curve reaches K smoothly. The construction fades, and a continuous, visually smooth curve remains, achieved through successive overlapping groups of 3 points. The template must never be forced through too many points at once, never traced through only 2 points, and never moved before its section is complete. With every instrument understood, the complete workstation is assembled, each instrument in its proper place. The drawing board, the paper taped at its corners, the T-square, the aim ruler and the 2 set squares, the compass and the dividers, the protractor, the pencils, the sharpener and the eraser, and the French curves. Each instrument and its purpose. The drawing board provides a stable working surface. The drawing paper receives the technical drawing. The drafting tape secures the sheet to the board. The T-square guides horizontal lines and supports the set squares. The aim ruler measures distances and supports constructions. The 30-60 set square constructs 30, 60 and 90-degree lines. The 45 set square constructs 45 and 90-degree lines. The drawing compass draws circles and arcs. The dividers transfer and compare measurements. The protractor constructs and checks angles. The pencils produce the required line grades. The sharpener maintains an accurate drawing point. The eraser removes unwanted construction lines. And the French curves produce smooth, irregular curves. These instruments form the foundation of manual technical drawing. Accuracy does not depend on the instrument alone. It depends upon correct alignment, careful handling, suitable pencil pressure, clean working methods, and continuous checking. Once these principles are understood, the student is ready to begin precise geometrical construction.